Shedeur Sanders had an excellent day today, while Deshaun Watson, we'll talk about it on the BJack 70 show. So this is going to be put in at the beginning of the video. I already recorded my reaction to the game and how I felt, just on the football side. I got done recording, was editing, putting stuff together, and I saw Deshaun's press conference and what he had to say about getting booed. He he says it wasn't about what was on the field, that it was personal and it was disrespectful. Why do you think it was disrespectful? Why do you think it was personal? Why do you think they're doing it? What on earth could be their reasoning? What on earth could be their reasoning? I don't care. Not only do I not want him to be the starter, I don't want him to be around the football team. They can't cut him because of salary cap implications. They can't cut him. Just send him home. Just send him to the crib, bro. Just send him to the crib. If this is how he's gonna act, the crowd let you know what they thought of you. This might be untenable. Crowd is gonna do this every time he's out there, 100%, especially now. And you go out there and you play like fucking ass. I'm so angry. I don't have a better descriptor than you played fucking ass. I can't even be fun. I can't be creative. I can't do anything. Send him home. Send him to the crib. You got your money. The checks will still hit every Monday, every Tuesday. Eat the roster spot. It is what it is. Again, you can't cut them because of the salary cap implications. Nah, bro. Nah, fam. Talking about is first nigga. First, you said you didn't care. You said you didn't care about this. Now it's disrespect. Pick one. Is it Uchiwali? Is it one mic, motherfucker? Pick one. Anyway, I'm putting this at the beginning. Watch the rest of the video for, analysis about the football, about the human. Fuck that nigga. Welcome to the BJack 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson, and I don't even know where to begin reacting to this preseason game, but let's get into it. Let's start with, I'm going to start with Deshaun Watson today. Going off my notes, everything up to this point in training camp has pointed to Deshaun Watson being the starter week 1 for the Cleveland Browns at quarterback. Between the reps, him playing with the starters, the difference in reps in like padded practices, like everything that we've seen so far has pointed to Deshaun being the starter. Even today, none of the offensive starters played except Denzel Boston. If you want to count Isaiah Bond in that group, Isaiah Bond and Denzel Boston played today. Everybody else did not suit up. The whole entire starting offensive line, Harold Fannin, KC Concepcion, Jerry Jeudy, obviously Quinshawn because he's been hurt. Dylan Sampson didn't play. Like all of these guys did not play, and Shedeur Sanders did go out there and play with basically the second team offense. Deshaun, on the other hand, basically did the same thing. Played with the same guys. Played with, basically the same guys out there on offense as Shedeur did. He didn't play with Denzel Boston. He played a couple plays with Isaiah Bond, but for the most part, the same guys. What we saw from Deshaun Watson today against the Buffalo Bills, we like everything that we thought was happening has to be rethunk, has to be in consideration. Everything has to change because in good faith as a head football coach, Todd Monken cannot name Deshaun Watson the starter after that performance. He can't. He cannot. He cannot do that. It would be lunacy if he tried to do that. Because what we saw from Deshaun Watson today was bad enough. I believe, in my opinion, again, we'll see the all 22 tomorrow. In my opinion, enough for him to lose the job entirely. Everything bad over the last 4 years that we've seen from Deshaun Watson showed up in this game today. Throwing passes in the dirt, inaccurate passes, hesitation, not pulling the trigger. I will say to have a fair critique of things, I will say he did throw the one dig to Malachi Corley, ran that correctly, threw a good pass, got to the receiver when it needed to get there, and he did have a scramble. He does look healthy below the waist. In his lower body, the Achilles, everything, that looks fine. He looks to be completely healthy, more healthy than I think we've seen him in a while, like athletically running the football. So to be fair, he looked athletic and spry there. Everything else, the decision making, the accuracy, really bad. Really bad. I don't know. Give me 1 second. Let me look. I gotta look up. I'm not a box score guy. I truly am not. But I have to look at to see what these stats were. Hold on. Deshaun Watson, 5 of 12, 36 yards, 3.0 average per attempt, 1 interception, a quarterback rating, not QBR, not ESPN's QBR, just actual legitimate, historically as we know it, quarterback rating of 14.6. Every single fear of Deshaun Watson that Browns fans have because of what they've seen from him over the past 4 years was this performance. Every single one. Every single one. And, thankfully, Deshaun said during this week, if he, what he thought about possibly potentially getting booed at Cleveland Browns Stadium would be like, he said he didn't care. Well, I hope he really doesn't care because he got booed and he deserved it. He absolutely deserved it. So again, again, thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys being here. Last video did really well for me. You guys are new, feel free to check out the channel, everything that I've said. I've said, these past couple weeks feels like it's trending toward Deshaun Watson as your quarterback one. Week 1. We can't. It can't. We can't. They can't. It can't. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It is hard enough. It's hard enough to deal with your team having a quarterback competition when one of the participants in it has been previously accused of what he's been accused of. That's hard enough. And then to add on top of it, you look like double dog ass. Nah, bro. Nah, fam. Like what are we supposed to truly? What are we supposed to do? You can't you in good faith as the leader of a football team at head coach, you can't put that guy out there and tell 52 other men number 4 is the one that gives us the best chance to win. You can't do it. All of the stuff that we've been talking about Shedeur doing, Deshaun did it today. And honestly did it worse today. Like, I don't know, like they had to use it like procedurally. Me personally on this channel, I've been talking about Shedeur getting better procedurally, and trust and believe we'll get to that. We'll get to Shedeur today because he did excellent today. Deshaun procedurally, they had to waste the time out. They had to waste the time out when he was in there. And again, this is all happening. Deshaun against the Buffalo Bills, second or maybe even third team guys out there, looked putrid against second team and third team guys out there. As a veteran quarterback, this can't be what happens. As a veteran quarterback out there in preseason with the guys, I don't care who he was throwing to, with the guys that he was out there up against, it should never look like this. It should never look this bad. This bad. Ever. What happened between Thursday and right now? What happened? Thursday, easily what people have said, Deshaun's best day as a Brown, seemingly. Today, I can't. The worst part is I can't even say today was the worst that he's looked, because I don't know that for certain, because it's been bad this whole time. It's been bad the whole time. So I can't for certain say today was the worst, because it probably wasn't. And that should tell you everything. That should tell you everything. We'll see what Todd says, what happens, what becomes of this quarterback competition. At the very least, it's just not over. But given how bad it was, it should be. And Shedeur Sanders should be your starting quarterback. But we have so much evidence of the opposite that I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of speculation done tonight, done tomorrow, when they go back to practice on Monday. Like I don't know. We don't know, and we're just going to have to all find out together. Moving on from double dog water ass quarterback play, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders was in control like I've never seen him in control since being in the NFL. He was calm. He was poised in the pocket. He was on time when he needed to be. He was patient when he needed to be. The ball was accurate. The ball went to where it was supposed to go. A couple of these plays we'll see on the all 22 can't tell from the broadcast view what the receivers were doing. And the ball didn't come out. So he tried to, you know, get out of the pocket. The stats say he was sacked once, but lost no yards. So, okay. Seemingly did a good job of not losing any yards, not taking any real bad sacks. Every critique that we've had of Shedeur Sanders, he addressed in a huge way today specifically. Procedurally, post snap, pre snap, all of that stuff. He was in command of this offense. I said it, I tweeted it out. That first drive, when he was 4 for 4 and threw the touchdown for 43 yards, that was maybe the cleanest offensive drive I've seen the Browns have in a long time, in a very long time. And he was a huge reason for that. On the fourth down play, he was patient. He didn't panic. He knows his fourth down. He trusted in his offensive line. Didn't, stepped up in the pocket, delivered the ball where it needed to go. And I can't say it was on time because it took a long time for the route to open up. But when it did open up, he got the ball where it needed to be, and it was a great play. It was an excellent play on fourth down, doing what you need to do to convert. And then on the touchdown, same thing. Was patient. Luke Floria breaks wide open. Ball is accurate where it needs to be with some zip on it to get through. Make sure you get it through. Make sure you get it to the receiver. Touchdown. Wrist up. Excellent day. Now on the next drive or the third drive, moving the ball, doing everything we need to do. Throws the ball, potentially gets tipped off the line. I don't know, but ball is thrown behind the receiver. Receiver doesn't catch it, gets tipped up, interception. And people are gonna, compare, contrast, critique Shedeur's interception versus Deshaun's interception. Deshaun's interception, he threw it high. He overthrew Gage Larvin. Gage is 5'8". He threw it to Dorial Green Beckham. If you know who Dorial Green Beckham is, you know how tall he is. He tried to throw it to him instead of Gage Larvin. On the other side, Shedeur, the pass was behind him. The pass was behind the receiver. Receiver had to adjust, but it hit him square in the hand still. Like, if you want to play NFL football, you got to make that catch. Like, again, could the pass have been better? Yes, absolutely, 100%. But if you want to play NFL football and catch the football in the NFL, you have to catch the pass that came to you on that play. You have to. If you get both hands on that bitch, you got to be able to make that play. And I say get both hands on it, like square, clean in the breadbasket, 2 hands on it. Gage on the other interception might have gotten 2 hands on it, but he's almost horizontal going back to try to catch that pass. Like, it's different. I know what people are going to do. If you hate Shedeur, you're going to say it was behind him. You're going to say it was a bad pass. It was late, whatever. If you hate Deshaun, you're going to say the pass is overthrown. It was a bad pass, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're going to, whatever side you fall on. If you fall on the side of bias and not objectivity, then you're going to feel however you feel about both of those interceptions. The fact of the matter is, if you take the interceptions away, as both of them, they're interceptions, bad plays, you get an F for both plays. All right, cool. Compare and contrast the rest of the plays. One quarterback looked a lot better than the other one, extremely better than the other one. One, if you didn't know who both of these quarterbacks was, One quarter, you would say the first quarterback was a 10-year veteran, and the other one was a second-year player who's only started 7 games. That's what they look like. That is what they look like. Shedeur looked exactly how you want him to look for this offense for this year of the Cleveland Browns. Get the ball where it needs to go. Get the ball to the playmakers. Make a play when the time calls for it. It called for it on that touchdown pass and that 4th down pass. It called for it. Everywhere else, get the ball accurately where it needs to go on the screen. Let the running back do the work. That's all we need in 2026. What happens in 2027 and beyond, we'll get there when we get there. But today, for right now, going into week 1, just get it where it needs to go. Get it to the best players on the team. Go from there. And that's what Shedeur did today. Deshaun ain't do that today. Not even close to doing that today. So people are going to be mad. I don't know. Like, again, you watching this, new subscribers. I got a lot of new subscribers in the last couple weeks. If you thought I was a Shedeur hater and you joined up and that's what you're on, that's not who I am. If you're a Shedeur stan and you love him and you want me to, go at everybody who, speaks on his bloodline, that's not me either. So it is what it is. However you want to take it from here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here originally. But if you want to go, that's cool too. I'm a Browns fan. I'm from Cleveland. I am a football player at heart. I'm going to be objective every time I come on this camera and give you what I see. That's all I can do. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be one of these guys on, he's a Shedeur guy. Oh, he's a Deshaun guy. I'm my own guy. I'm Brandon Jackson. I'm a Jackson guy. So if that offends you, no hard feelings. Leave whatever comments you want. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I talked about it with Quincy. They mentioned it on Q and Cole. What they were saying to me a couple weeks ago, because I dared have a compliment for Dylan Gabriel. But again, I'm digressing. Not here to talk about this. But again, the people that's here for objectivity for Cleveland Browns football, and I'm also, when the season starts, I'm going to talk about the rest of the NFL too. Stick around. Hope you enjoy what that is. But I'm not done on the Browns. Real quick before we get out of here. Defensively, I don't care about anything that happened today. Most of these guys that are out there not going to be playing for real, not going to be playing. So there's no real takeaways on defense. You just got to worry about that first unit and a couple of guys after that. Except Mike Hall at edge, I'm intrigued. I'm a little intrigued. I'm interested in what that might look like, especially, I don't know what the numbers on this would be, but like Mike Hall on the edge, would that be able to keep him a little bit healthier? Because you're not in the interior, like messing around with all those guys. If you're out there on the edge a little bit more, like, would that keep you a little bit healthier? I don't know. In my personal experience, I might maybe a little bit. But that was years ago. Anyway, Mike Hall at edge, I'm a little intrigued. I'm keeping my eye on that. Otherwise, defense, I don't really care. Last thing I'm gonna say before I actually get out of here: cut KT Leviston right now. Right now, get his shit up out of here. How many false starts did he have on the same drive? And he missed some blocks after what we saw last week. Again, I didn't post all 22 review technical difficulties, but I did watch it. I tried to record it to post it. Brother, KT Leviston last week, Never, I said never should play guard ever again. Ever again. Today, should you play? Let me not go with it. You can do whatever you want to do. KT Leviston, you might have to figure it out somewhere else. You might have to go figure it out somewhere else. I don't know. And I empathize. I'm an offensive lineman that's, here talking to you on camera because it didn't go how I wanted it to go. You made it farther than me, brother. You in the league, bro. You getting real NFL paychecks, brother. And I commend you and I shout you out for that. And I appreciate, if you happen to see this, how you feel about me, you can tell me to shut the fuck up. I understand, but all I can give you is what I see. I'm not the one out there doing it. All I can say is what I see. KT, that was who. And if you do stick, I don't know what the offensive meeting room is like in the NFL, but I know if that was in college and I false started like that many times in the same drive with Bill Beatonbow running the meeting, he might have stabbed me. So I don't know. I don't know. If that's not the type of situation y'all got going on, then that's what that is. I know personally, there are a lot of things I might have done to not have to watch that film on Sunday. If that was me and my coach was Bill Beatonbow, there would be a lot of things I would be contemplating doing, not having to go watch that film. Respectfully. And if there's about 10 guys on earth that know why I'm saying that. But again, that's a whole different story. Shout out Joe Madsen. Shout out Donnie Barclay. Shout out Josh Jenkins. Shout out Marquise Lucas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out Mark Lewinsky. Shout out Nick Kindler, my boy. My boy. Shout out Nick Kindler. Big Mike. Shout out Big Mike. Johnny Bass. Shout out Johnny Bassler. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's all I got for this episode. We'll see what happens. Do we even want to look at the all 22? I don't when it comes out. Maybe, I've been recording. I don't know what Todd has said at the press conference after the game. No idea what's going on. Don't know when he'll name a starting quarterback. If he'll name a starting quarterback at this point, it can't be coming now. It has to come at least after Thursday. But if it happens, we'll come back. We'll talk about it. But again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Again, to all my new subscribers, thank you for being here. I appreciate all you guys. The channel is growing. The channel is doing extremely well. This is exactly what I envisioned for myself in 2026 for this upcoming football season. So thank you again so much to all of you guys for the support. But until the next video, I'll see you.